gaming, gaming, gaming. Welcome to the devlog for At the Ends of Eras. The description on all the development streams will tell you it's a, quote, open-world 3D platformer inspired by the Jak and Daxter series and classic science fiction. What does that mean? It means you can roll jump and the protagonist is racist. The game used to be called Jak 4 because I'm really not kidding about that Jak and Daxter inspiration, and in the future it might be called White Fountain because I saw the phrase in Pale Fire and thought it was cool, but until I actually add a White Fountain to the game, it's At the Ends of Eras. I started making the game for the Open World Jam, a 1-month game jam that was then extended to 11 months because the host wanted more time for her own game and were powerless to stop her. Also, my game was completely empty at the original deadline, so I'm not exactly complaining. But is it really a game jam if it takes more time than creating a human child in the womb? Let's let the philosophers decide. So the story for this game came to me in a dream, so kind of buckle up for this because I'm just going to give you a plot summary. In this game, you play as Jacqueline Southcott, aka Jackie, who's come to the Bralna province of Yakaz to commune with her mother through the Medium, a machine which takes a person's memories and uses them to construct an AI of the person in question. But Jackie's mom disappeared when she was just a toddler, and the Medium doesn't give her anything more than a vague impression. Bralna is where Jackie's mom lived most of her life, so Jackie has to learn about the places her mother went, people she knew, and things she experienced to build her own understanding of her mother, which the Medium can then extend and fill in with its own powerful computing systems. Also, Jackie's home country, Valen, tried to do a little colonialism on Yakaz and got owned in the following war, so Jackie has to come to terms with her nation's role as callous oppressors that devastated the area and probably caused the monsters now roaming about. Also, the characters other than Jackie and her mom are tiny identical black humanoids wearing nothing but ponchos and funny turbans, but I think you should think about all the parts of the story that make me seem intelligent and worldly instead of that. Don't fret though, human NPCs are on the to-do list right after making the rest of the video game, and boy, with 160 streams and over 600 recorded development hours, you'd think the rest of the game wouldn't be so much of the game. I legitimately couldn't tell you what I've been doing most of this time. If anybody wants to go through all the footage and give me a summary, I'd appreciate it. My theory is I spent most of the time obsessing over tiny details and getting nothing else done, like the time I said I wouldn't add a day-night cycle, and then I did and spent a week doing it because, I'm not kidding, I saw it in a dream and was utterly dumbstruck by its beauty, and then I researched shadow mapping techniques and modified the engine to slightly improve its very bad shadows. It's Godot 3, by the way, not a big surprise. It was a bad choice for this type of game. To get a comprehensive list of all my issues with the engine, go to the Godot GitHub page, go to Issues, and count how many issues are unresolved or only resolved for Godot 4. But I'll end this on a positive note. I think the game is cool. I think it looks good, I think it plays well, I was able to put a lot of things I'd always imagined being fun together, and found out they are fun. I still like playing the game after months of working on it, and my 9-year-old nephew thought it was cool before he got out his Switch and started playing Fortnite, so I guess I'm set. I guess it's done. The deadline for the game jam is either January or February, depending on where you're looking, and there's no way the game will actually be done by then, but I'll clean up the worst of the issues and dump whatever I have at that point. After that, I'll probably finish up whatever loose ends I can think of, like the 5-kilometer staircase that currently leads nowhere, fix whatever bugs people find in the game jam version, and sell the game for like $10. But if old Tim pays me $700,000 to gussy it up with a little team, I'd make it an Epic Store exclusive for 30 years. I don't give a fuck. I'm a mercenary, baby. Just give me an email. Give me an email. This is a real email. Tim, just give me... I will not pocket the money and hire a bunch of 14-year-olds from Lithuania and then flee the country and never explain what happened. I will not do that. I will hire like an actual team, and we'll make a cool game, and it'll be on Epic Game Store for 30 years, for 100 years, Morty, for 100 years. Anyway, that's the devlog. Okay, past me forgot some stuff in this little post-credit scene. I guess thanks for watching. If you want to watch me stream, I am resuming my game development streaming Saturday, January 7th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Be there or be square, and if you suggest I use the baked lighting, I will ban you permanently. Let's see, if you want the code for the game, that is available on my GitHub, but you have to also get the repository for my Godot version, because it is a modified version of Godot 3. It's the Jackie 3.x branch. What else is there? I guess maybe if I'm taking the game development stuff more seriously, if this video gets 20 likes, I'll make a Discord server, unless I don't feel like making it. because I don't want to moderate a Discord server. That sounds like a lot of work, but it might be beneficial to the game, because then people who want to buy the game can talk about how much they want to buy the game. You can come to my house, to my apartment, to wherever I live, and I'll sing a song for you. We can do a duet, like La girarem la mano, la mirerai di sì, vedi non è lontano, partiam ben mio da qui. And then you come in, because that's when the girl's part starts. You have to be the girl part, though.